went from the very first bush pilot to the jet age. This is the history of his organization. As you work your way around, you've got an exact replica of the hangar that used to be Bob Reeves down in Valdez, including the writing that's on it. That's just the way his hangar looked when it was there in 1933. And as you come around here, you've got some tools to trade. You know, during World War II, metal was premium, so the guys were making floats out of wood. And believe it or not, they worked really well. They weren't quite as durable, and they were a little bit heavier, but otherwise they worked very well. And we have it cutaways so you can see what it looked like on the inside when they made it. Coming around this way, there's a video there of Patty Wagstaff. If you don't know who Patty Wagstaff is, she is the national champion and has been for many years of national aerobatics. And Patty is a home girl. She came from the Dillingham area, Bristol Bay. She learned to fly right here in Lake Hood. She got a private pilot's license just north of Anchorage at Birchwood Airstrip in Chugiak. And then in 1935, we had the Louisiana Visitor superstar who was in all the media. He was in newspaper, vaudeville, radio, TV, not TV in those days, but movies, all of that. And that was Will Rogers. He was a fellow Cherokee. He was coming up here to say hi to the Eskimos. He got up to about 12 miles southwest of Barrow and was lost. And saw a hunting camp down on a bay, so he and his friend Marley Post went down and landed, asked him which way Barrow was. They pointed, they got back in the plane, took off, stalled, crashed, and died. That was 1935. We have that exhibit right here. You'll see here a copy of the book that we sell in the bookstore called When the Laughing Stopped. It's about that whole episode. And it was written by John Evangelist Walsh. And the neat thing about that book, among others, is that he talks a lot about Will Rogers' daughter, Mary Rogers. She was an up-and-coming actress doing community stock in New England. And she was working with another up-and-coming actor named Humphrey Bogart. And they were doing a play about a plane that crashed in World War I. And at the exact moment the plane crashed on stage is the exact moment her dad crashed and died up here. One of the many things that makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck when you read the book. I highly recommend the book, by the way. Now, in the early days, skis were an interesting thing because you needed them to land on deep snow. And so they were quite a trial and error thing for the simple reason that it depended on your airplane's size, weight, flight characteristics, and all of that as to what kind of skis, how big they needed to be. Basically, they were handmade out of wood, covered in metal. And so this is our Holland skis. These are the trial and errors. These are the ones that people made, put on their planes, didn't work, had to go to the drawing board,